What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Studio 39, aka the Bear Cave. I'm Rob Odie, and this is Spotlight 39. Look, it's summertime. We're not going live right now. We're recording episodes, but it's all good, man. Everybody's got busy schedules, especially this young man. He's been tearing it up, had a heck of an all season. So, this is part two of our conversation, right? Part one, wasn't quite sure where we were going, what we were doing. Part two, we know everything now, right? We got the future lined up, in sight, ready to make it happen. So, look, before we get into it, hit that subscribe button, turn your notifications on. More importantly, comment and give this video a thumbs up. That's the only way it's going to continue to grow. So, now that that's out the way, man, let's get into some fun, man. I'm ready to catch up. I'm ready to learn all about this offseason. So, briefly, for those that don't know who you are, man, tell us who you are, where you're from, and what you do.
Yeah, man. My name is Brylan Green. I'm from Opelousas, Louisiana. I attend Lafayette Christian Academy. I'll be going to the Liberty University for football and baseball, man. So I'm just excited to, see what my next journey takes me.
I love it, man. So class of 22 out of Louisiana, right?
Yes,
Playing
sir.
both baseball and football, right? So pretty difficult thing to do. Growing up, baseball was my love. That was my passion. That's what I was really good at, right? But at the same
Mhm.
time, man, I couldn't put the football down, man. So I had to play
Right.
that too. And then, so it's pretty cool to see that you're going to have the opportunity to do what some do, but only very few do it successfully, man. And watching your film on the baseball field, on the football field, you got talent galore, man. And Liberty's got something special going on both programs, baseball, football, and I think you're going to be a perfect fit on both, man. So with that, right? Let's
Mhm.
before we get into the commitment aspect, let's kind of just rewind a little bit. So last time we talked was probably 5 or 6 months ago. So we've had a
Mhm.
whole off season, right? So
Yeah.
in that time frame, COVID's led up, right? We've
Right.
been able to end the dead period. We've been able to get on campus and actually see these programs, coaches, and all that stuff that you've been talking to, but you couldn't really do much with, right?
Right.
So talk to me about what your off season looked like. Did you hit up any camps, combines, showcases? What visits did you go on? And ultimately, man, what was this off season like for you? And then we're gonna get to this commitment.
Yeah, man. So my off season consists of baseball, summer baseball, and I hit a few camps up and also visits. I went to the LSU camp, and that's the only camp I went to the whole summer.
Okay.
But I also had my baseball schedule, man. That was all summer, bro. So I was ripping and running with that. And the schools I visited, I unofficially visited Tulane, UL, and then officially I visited Washington State and Liberty, man. So
Okay.
my summer was pretty hectic, man. I had to do what I had to do. I couldn't play baseball the whole summer, obviously, because of I had to go on my visits and stuff
Oh,
like that,
sure.
man. See where I can go, man. But I really enjoyed the summer, man. It was pretty hectic, but at the same time, me and my family sat down, man. We really enjoyed our time together. So I think the summer was a success.
I love it, man. I love it. So the fact that you got to actually step on campus, that just brought joy to my heart. As soon as that dead period lifted, June 1st hit, man, and I just started seeing everybody just bang, bang, bang. Look, regardless of where you decided to go, man, it was just cool to see everybody just to get in front of the people that they talk to, right? Because I'm sure,
Right.
talking to somebody on the phone, maybe talking to somebody over Zoom, right, is a little different than actually talking to them in person, I would
Totally
imagine,
different.
right?
Oh
Um,
yes, sir.
so super cool there, man. Now when you did these visits, right? So let's focus on Liberty because that's where we're calling home, right? So when you
Yes,
got to
sir.
Liberty, what are some things that stood out to you about the area first and foremost? Because it's not necessarily a big city, right? By any means. So what stood out to you in the area?
Area, man. It was a small town, which I'm pretty used to because I'm from Opelousas, and we have that many people. So it kind of was the same. Going from Opelousas to Lynchburg, so it's pretty
Okay.
much the same. But people were nice.
Yeah.
I didn't really get to see everything, but
Sure.
people were nice, man. Went to the restaurants, loved it. It's a little different from South Louisiana food, though. A little different, but
Did you get some sweet tea, man? One. All right, cool, man. So look, what stood out to you about the food? You said it's a little different than what you got down in New Orleans, right?
yeah, man, different type of food. I don't have the gumbo, the jambalaya, the A2 nothing like that. But I got steak, everything I needed at least, man.
Okay.
Food very good. I was very surprised. It was pretty good, man. But outside of that, man, just the campus and all that stuff like that, the people on campus.
Yeah, talk
Uh,
about that, man. What because
yeah.
Liberty's been doing some upgrades. I think they're still under
Oh
construction
my
on
God.
some
Yeah.
things. So, talk to me a little bit about what that looks like. How do you feel about what you're walking into on both, the baseball side? Because I haven't seen what that looked like. I've
Mm,
seen the locker room and the facilities for the football program, but I haven't seen the
mm.
baseball side. So what's it look like on the baseball side?
Oh, baseball side, man, it doesn't get any better. Turf field, all turf field to be
Nice.
exact, man. Everything from the training room to the locker room to the weight room, man, it's pretty much like a smaller football, if I could put it like that.
Okay.
Everything kind of looks identical to football, it's just a little bit smaller, man. So it got everything that I need to get better, on the field and off the field. Nutrition. I mean, it doesn't get no better than that. That's one of the main things I focus on whenever I was making my decision was who could get me right, on the nutrition side also, and football and baseball, and they had everything that I needed to prepare me for the next level. So baseball side, man, it was gorgeous, man. And football side, I mean, I don't really have to say too much about that. I think everybody knows pretty much about that. It's better than a lot of SEC schools, if you ask me. So
Yeah, man, their football side of things, when I got there, it took me by surprise, man. Like the field, the stands, the maintenance, like the overall environment was just spot on, man. It was a
right.
first class feeling, right?
Oh, of
Um,
course, man.
doing real big things, and I think that's a big reason why they're attracting, higher level, talent, young men, right? To their
Right.
programs, and no knock to them before, right? But they
Right, of
moved
course.
into the FBS a couple of years ago. I think last year was their first year being bowl eligible. They made the bowl, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm not mistaken, they won the bowl, right?
Yes, sir. They beat Coastal Carolina.
There it is, right? So that was a
Yes,
big move. So I decided, during your commitment aspect, I'm going to bring this up here, man, because I think this is a really cool image. The fact
yeah.
that you're geared up in both. That's probably one of my favorite, clean commitment, edits, posts, whatever you want to call it. So I figured I'd throw that up there. But look, we're gonna have a little bit of fun, right?
Yes,
We're
sir.
we're gonna drop this one off. I'm gonna hide this
Yeah.
one real quick,
Uh,
and then I'm gonna bring up this one, man. So talk to me about this. This is straight Bo Jackson to a T,
oh
and,
man,
and
this
you
is
know, and I
good.
had to grab it and I had to put it up here, man, because I think this is iconic. This speaks volume for exactly who you are, and what you're trying to achieve, man. Because you compared
Yeah.
yourself to Bo. You posted his picture, right?
Yeah, I definitely did. I
Yeah.
posted
So
it right next to the Bo Jackson
exactly.
too.
So if we're drawing comparisons, man. So what's the vision? What's the hope? What's the dream, man? When you get to campus, are your aspirations, to sport going forward, or are you gonna kind of find your stride in college and then and go on, or do you plan on being
And
Bo Jackson in the future?
yeah, man. So they call me Bo Green. In other words,
Okay,
had to take that name. But nah, man. I want to see where it goes, man. I definitely want to do two sports as long as possible, man. I love both of them. I have passion for both of them. So the aspirations to be like Bo will always be there. But man, this picture speaks volume, man. It every time I look at it, it's just like, man, look at the position I'm in. You got guys like Deion Sanders, Bo
prime
Jackson.
time,
They
right?
did it. Yeah, they did it. So why not me? In other words, man, coming from a small town like where I'm coming from, you know, it's the first time that anybody in the area has ever done it. So I just want to honestly just be an inspiration to the youth, man. Show them that you don't have to put your eggs in one basket. In other words, coaches be like, man, you gotta play just baseball, you gotta play just football, when you could do both. At a
Yeah.
high level, you just gotta keep working, man. I think that's the main thing for me.
Yeah, man. I started to take notice. There's more and more young men doing just what you're doing, man. Playing
Mhm.
dual sports. I seen a young man commit to North Carolina. He's gonna be playing basketball and football. That's crazy, man. Because
Yeah,
obviously North Carolina is pretty special on both
right.
ends
And
there. And then
yeah,
my man Cam Davis, right, freshman,
uh
well
huh,
coming in
yeah.
sophomore year this year. Florida State commit. I mean,
Yeah.
I had him on the show. That young man is something special too, and he represents
Yeah, man.
himself
It's
incredibly
crazy,
well.
bro. Very
So
talented.
yeah,
Yeah, also
so
one of my best friends. Well, we I've been knowing him since we were babies. Grew up together. He's actually at Michigan State right now. Keon Coleman.
okay,
He's at Michigan State right now. Football, basketball guy. So
that's huge, man. Like the
yeah,
fact that you can play dual sports and
yeah,
maintain that is
right,
is
exactly.
remarkable in itself, man. Because you come out of one off season and it doesn't stop, right? Because then you got you
At
got to
all. It doesn't
you got to
stop. Get
prepare for the
right,
next season.
right into it. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's gonna be cool, man. So you know what's the plan? I think we chatted off air, but when do you plan on getting on campus? Are we're gonna finish out the full senior year? You gonna enroll early? What are you looking like?
Yeah, I'm gonna finish on my full season. I definitely want to miss my baseball season because last year we lost in the semi. So I definitely
Okay,
got something on my mind. I need the championship before I leave. So I'll probably be in Lynchburg probably May,
okay,
late May. So yeah, as soon as graduation ends, I'll probably be headed out there, get to work.
good
Get to work.
deal, man. And what's your plan of major? You know,
Either
the
biology
academic
or
side. We
sports
can't
medicine.
talk all sports, right?
Yeah, no, no, of course not, man. We can't leave that one out. Yeah, but I'll probably be majoring in biology or sports medicine.
Biology and sports medicine. Good deal.
Yes, yes,
So
sir.
look, man, I'm gonna do this. I appreciate you jumping back on. Hopefully
Of
we stay
course,
connected and we run this back throughout your career, man, because
definitely.
you're a good dude to talk to, man. That smile is infectious and I think, you can inspire a lot of people.
Mm.
But with that, for those, that might be, coming to high school, eighth graders, even maybe, underclassmen right now in high school, looking to pursue their dreams. Maybe they're, a dual sport athlete. What advice would you give these young men that might entice them or help them with their recruiting?
Yeah. So first thing I'll tell anybody, no matter how old you are, man. Books, academics. Make sure you have that because transcript means a lot. Whenever these colleges are looking at you, can't have D's and F's on your transcript. I didn't have a C on my transcript either, but these are F's not acceptable at all. Like once high school hits, like I said, man, it's all business. Secondly, I'd say as a guy who does sports, time management means a lot. Just being prepared. Like high school is not as strenuous, not as hard as college, but it'd be nice to prepare for that. Once you
Yeah,
get to college, you'll be used to that. I think that's two things I definitely tell anybody. And just stay humble. Like you don't have to be on social media posting, oh, I did this, I did that, I did this, did that. Man, it's no reason to do that, man. Just stay
yeah.
humble, keep
Social
grinding.
social
There's
media gets
always
caught up,
somebody
right?
better than you. There's
That's it.
always somebody better than you.
That is it,
So
man. I was gonna say
I'm
social
al- I'm
media.
always working. I always got a chip on my shoulder. At the end of the day, I want to see my parents smile. I'm trying to make it to the league, man. Make sure that I take care of all my family at the end of the day. So,
That's cool, man. So look, again, I appreciate it. It was great catching up. We're gonna run this thing back, as
of
time
course.
goes on, right? So
Oh,
I'm
yes,
gonna
sir.
close it out with the same thing I do every single time, man. I'm gonna reevaluate what motivates and what drives you now to want to wake up,
Oh, what motivated? What
tomorrow.
drives me now? Oh man, so you know, got a lot of haters. Why you went to Liberty? Why you went to Liberty? They want me to go to the SEC school, man. So I want to make sure that I put Liberty on the map. I think that's the main thing for me, man. Especially in high school, I want to make sure that they know, like, man, this dude's going to Liberty, and Liberty's getting a dog. Like I want that to happen. I want people to know that Liberty is on the come up, man. We have four DBs now in the room for 2022.
Look, man,
Just
I think
added an
y'all got
Auburn
yeah, I think y'all
Auburn
just got like
transfer, man.
four commits in the last 2 days. I think. I mean, just
Yes,
on my
four.
timeline.
We actually got six in the last 24 hours, man. So we
Okay.
we making noise,
Yeah.
man. We definitely gonna put Liberty on the map. I promise. I
I like
promise
it,
that,
man.
man.
Look, and then
Promise.
you got a wide receiver, man, Josh Dallas out of Georgia.
Yes, sir. Josh
Brothers,
Allen,
right?
that's my guy. That's my guy.
I was taken by surprise when the Dallas twins opted for
Yeah.
different programs, but nonetheless, man, Josh, his brother David, they both good dudes,
Yeah.
man, and Josh, I'm curious to see what he's going
Oh
to do,
yeah,
right?
man.
He's
Oh
got a
yeah,
lot of
man. We
talent,
definitely gonna.
great heart, great dude.
Of course, man. Once we get there, man, it's all business, man. We're gonna make sure that we're family at the end of the day. Make sure that we both, get in each other's neck, man, at practice. So just get each other better every day. That's the main thing, man. But I love all the guys that's committed, man. And we're gonna make noise. We're gonna
I
make
love it,
noise.
man. Look,
Yes,
and like I
sir.
said, you ain't nothing but just over an hour down the road, man. So I'm gonna have to come check you out. When you put
Of
them
course,
college
man.
pads on, right?
Of course. Yes,
I'm
sir.
gonna have to check out a baseball and football game.
Oh man, of
Make it
course, man.
special.
Gotta get your both games in.
Let's
Gotta get
do it,
them in.
man. So look,
Yes,
I
sir.
appreciate you. We're gonna stay connected. All right.
Yes, sir.
Cool. So everybody out there, this is exactly why we do it, man. This young man had opportunities galore. Elected for Liberty, Liberty University in small town Lynchburg, doing real big things. Baseball, football, dual sport, super special, super humble, man. I appreciate it. Subscribe, share, like, all that fun stuff. Until next time, I'm Rob Odie, and this was Spotlight 39. I appreciate you.